I'm on the phone this afternoon with Pauly Shore. Pauly Shore coming to Watertown, the Watertown Event Center this Friday night. Should be a great time. You can get your tickets right now at Minerva's here in Watertown. Good afternoon, Pauly.
Good. How's it going, my man?
Not too bad, Pauly. I guess we've never met. I'm Isaac Allen. Nice to meet you, Pauly.
What's the name of the restaurant? It's called the Minerva's?
Yep, Minerva's.
Minerva's Restaurant. They're the best.
They are the best.
They have the best stew. Did you know that?
The best stew? I guess.
Yeah, it's Christmas time. They make special deer stew.
Deer stew? I actually did not know that.
Yes, I phoned it in. I told them to make some more deer stew, so we're excited.
Oh, that sounds good to me.
No, I'm just kidding. I don't know what they have. They got great food there, though. I know that.
Well, if they have deer stew, we'll have to try it. Pauly, you're going to be there on Friday. What can we expect?
I don't know. It's Pauly Shore, so I don't know what else to say. I mean, I guess that's the good part about me, and the bad part about me is you know who I am, so you know exactly, what it is. It's a guy from Son-in-Law Biodome. He's coming to your town. He's coming to this small town to do stand-up comedy. I grew up around it since I was 4 years old. Been, on the Sunset Strip my whole life, and been touring for 20 years, influenced by Sam Kinison and Richard Pryor. And I'm excited to come there, bro. It's all happening, bro.
It should be a great time, Pauly. Sam, and now you mentioned Sam Kinison. Sam Kinison was kind of your mentor, right?
I would say so. I mean, him and Richard Pryor, I think, were the two guys that I kind of looked up to the most.
Those are a couple of huge names, and I know that you grew up in, comedy has been your life forever. Your dad was a comedian. Your mom opened the comedy store.
I'm like the Frankenstein of comedy. Got it on both sides, The
Frankenstein of comedy. I like that. You mentioned Son-in-Law before. That movie was actually, it was a while ago, but was set in South Dakota.
Yes.
I remember when I was a kid. That movie came out when I was a kid. I'm a little bit younger than you. I'm showing my age here. But it was set in South Dakota, and I was just yakking with some Facebook followers of the Power 106 page here a little while ago, and one of them asked if he's been to South Dakota since then. And I looked it up. I did not realize this. I've spent my entire life thinking that movie was filmed in South Dakota, but according to whatever website I found on Google, it wasn't. It was filmed in California. I didn't know that.
Yeah, but we don't want to mess with people's heads. We want people to watch movies and think that exactly where they're filmed is where they're filmed. We don't want to mess. We don't want you to think that they shot a film in Chicago and then all of a sudden you find out later it was in like Bucksnort, Tennessee. You know what I mean?
Bucksnort, Tennessee. I've been there. They have great deer stew.
Okay, well, there you go. We'll get the recipe, bro. We'll do some Minerva's. No, but that's how it is. That's Hollywood. The way it works is basically, you shoot, locations here and there, and there are other places. So.
Oh yeah, I know that, but it surprised me because I watched that movie when I was a kid, and I remember thinking, man, this is in South Dakota. That's so cool. But then, whatever. It doesn't really matter.
We're at the Ram Norton Hotel.
The Ramkota.
Ramkota Hotel. Mm-hmm. Yeah, is that where the venue is?
Yep, it's the venue is the Watertown Event Center inside the Ramkota. It's a nice venue. I've been there. Pauly, now one other thing that I wanted to talk about, and I actually when I was on
the phone with sex change. Oh,
Paulina? Is that what we're going to go with
Paulina, now? Paulina.
It sounds something like that. I don't know. But Vegas is My Oyster, a TV show on Showtime. Tell me all about it. I actually haven't watched it, but I've read about it, and it sounds neat with the AV Awards.
It was kind of an old school variety. It was a variety show, throwback to the old school style, which is, Sammy Davis and Jerry Lewis, just kind of goofing around with friends. If people go to Showtime On Demand, they can see it. It's a pretty cool special. It's an hour and a half, and it's got myself, Andy Dick, Faison Love, Tom Green. A lot of great comedians are in it.
One of our Facebook followers asked me to let you know. Actually, I can just find the Facebook post here about your movie you directed and wrote. 2003 was it? Pauly Shore is Dead.
Yeah.
Where was that here? What did he say? A friend of mine, a listener named Rusty, he said, "I don't have a question to ask, but I do have a comment that I love the movie Pauly Shore is Dead. I like that he was basically mocking his disappearance from the spotlight at the time, and I'd have to agree with him. So I just thought I'd throw that out there. So
yeah. No, I was. To me, Pauly Shore is Dead was the second part of my career. The first part was, all the stuff that people are familiar with, and the second part is all the stuff that I kind of took under my wing and kind of, you know, like the Showtime stuff and kind of the smaller stuff but more detailed stuff, you know?
Mm-hmm, absolutely.
I think that all the work that I've done in the last, you know, I don't know, 5 to 7 years at some point will kind of pay off into a bigger light. I've really learned how to make films and do TV shows for good budgets, and I've really kind of put my back against the wall and really taken chances, and everything that I've done is so far, knock on wood, has paid off, and it's been sold. I did a film called Adopted last year that did really well, where I go to Africa to adopt a black baby. If you haven't seen any of that, that's pretty cool, you know?
Mm-hmm. Last, if you're just tuning in, we're talking to Pauly Shore. He's coming to the Watertown Event Center this Friday night. Should be a great show. Tickets are available at Minerva's right now. One last thing before I let you go, Pauly. I'm sure you're busy. You're a busy man. There was one other movie that I forgot that you were in it because it was a cartoon, but I was a kid and I watched it just about every day.
Was it a Goofy movie?
It was a Goofy movie. I loved the Goofy movie.
Leaning Tower of Cheese, bro! Ooh!
Thank you. No, that's okay. You made my day.
I just wanted to say that we'll be at the Minerva's getting the deer soup, bro!
Hey, Pauly, thank you very much for checking in with me today, and we'll see you on Friday at
we'll see you there this week, guys.
The Watertown Event Center. Hey, thanks, Pauly.